Good afternoon guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today's been a slightly different one for us. We've got this 2017 Hymer slide door conversion campervan motorhome. It has got a shower and a toilet, and this particular customer has come back to us now either second or third time. So the first time we did a new multimedia system with speakers, subwoofer and a head unit. Now he has found that there's certain elements of the van that was just not as well thought out as he wanted it to be. So he has turned up today for a dual USB charging socket in the rear bed area, a dual USB socket on the pop-top part of the roof area, but I'll explain to you about what we've done in a minute, and another 240 volt 3-pin connector in the rear, in the lounge living area. So jump on inside, I'll show you what we've done. So this vehicle has only got the 3-pin socket on the driver's side and then a blank below it. So we've made use of the blank because we also need a decent amount of depth behind for our USB. Now, because it's a living area, we've used a dual USB with a little cover so that when the power is on like so, the LED is not going to keep you awake at night. So just pop a USB charger in here and pop it in there. I know you know how a USB charger works, but this was just to say to you, look, the whole point of this is when they're in the rear bedroom area, there's no way of charging their devices unless they plug in the mains adapter, but if they're not hooked up to shore power, then they're not going to get that. Over behind Matthew is a cigarette lighter socket for a TV and a TV aerial, so again that's a bit old hat. So now we've got a nice dual USB socket, and that is regulated at 5 volt 1 amp and 2.1 amp, so it's going to charge your phone or your tablet nicely, no problem at all. And when I shut the little flap up like that, as I said, all tucked away, nice and secure, but when the main power, auxiliary battery power on the panel at the front is switched off, then that's disabled as well. Okay, so that's that. Now you can join me at the front end in the living room to show you the 3-pin socket. Now the customer ideally wanted dual USB up in the top section for the sleeping area, but after Richard and I had a really good look at the glass fibre moulding, there was no way that we could get power up in through there without drilling more holes, and also then we needed the depth for the dual USB. So what we've gone for in the end is a happy medium, because realistically it's only a case of leaning down from there to plug in here. This is a dual socket USB, so you can plug your cabling in. Plug your cabling in like so. Obviously it wouldn't be such a silly small lead like this, it would be a longer lead. These days you can buy 1 meter, 2 meter leads, which is quite handy. So you've then got dual socket capability, and you can plug it in 2 devices or just have it there as a spare. And that is then controlled off here, and it's nice and it's on permanent all the time. It doesn't matter about the blue light because you're not in a sleeping area, so that at least gives you an indication that there's power going to it. Ignore the panel being down here at the moment. This is something to do with the customer, and he's ordered some new clips for his control panel. The control panel just fits up here nicely and just turns all of his auxiliary and water pump and other bits and pieces like that. Now, next bit is the 3-pin socket over this side. So this was slightly different because the customer wanted another 240 volt 3-pin socket. The nearest one to here was one in the bathroom, ironically, and also one in front of me here, which Matt will grab a picture of and show you above. And that's not really where the customer wanted it. So what he wanted was it up here next to his TV satellite feed and also the 12 volt socket. So what we've done is a really nice C line in graphite grey or gunmetal grey, and then we've made sure that it's plugged in and working so that the cable is not banging against the back wall here, otherwise that would be a bit silly and then the bigger power supplies wouldn't work. So you just plug it in like so, and you've got your 240 mains once you're connected to shore power. So that's it. We have done 3-pin for 240 volt here, dual USB in the bedroom, and a dual USB up here for when there's somebody in the top part of the vehicle. This is a 2017 Hymer and this customer's been back to us now for a couple of 2 or 3 occasions. And if you've got a vehicle like this and you want any extra power sockets, we do external dual USB that are waterproof. We do 243 pin in lockers in garages, and then extra 12 volt sockets for USB. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends and family. Thanks for watching our videos. If there's anything that you specifically want us to see if we can do for you, then get in touch with us.